Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I appreciate y'all stopping by on this happy new year. Hope everyone had a great holiday, whatever holiday you celebrate. And now it is the new year, 2024, and we're starting it out with January Junk Journal Jam 2024, which is me and a bunch of other channels getting together, and we are talking about different things all month long. So this particular week, we are talking about what is our favorite tool when it comes to junk journaling. And that is really it's harder than I thought it was going to be. But what I am going to talk about today is stamps. The reason I picked stamps is because they are so versatile and you can do so much with them. So, this is just a signature that I've been working on, and I just wanted to give you some examples. This is just a piece of cardstock, and it has a stamp. It has a little accenting on it, and of course there's some embellishments. This page, on this coffee dyed, these are all stamps. Now this is just something that I play around with or work in when I have ideas and I want to see how it turns out. Again, stamps. White stamp on a dark background, which is, to me, I really like that. I think that's really cool. This is a stamp. Let's see here. Got any more in here? Okay. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to go to just a blank page. And by the way, cherry Kool-Aid. There we go. We'll do here. So, a couple of things. To my knowledge, okay, that doesn't mean anything, but to my knowledge, there are a couple of different types of stamps. You have the silicone stamp, which you have to put on a block. Or there's another way you can use them. I'm going to show you that here in a minute. Stamps that are a wood block, like this. These are called peg stamps, and they're just kind of, I don't know, accent stamps. And then you can also use something like this, or a lot of different other things that are, this is a dauber. You can use it to accent, color, different things, different pages. And there's a million different ways that you can actually use your ink, but this is about stamps. So I'm going to just show you some examples of the different things that you can do. So let's just start out on this page here. Is this page? Yep, this is the page I wanted to use. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my flowers and I am going to put them where I want them, which is right here. Now, again, this is how I do it. Other people do it different ways. There's no right or wrong way that I know of. So just do whatever works for you best. But I like to do that. Now it's stuck to my stamp, and I know that it is going to work perfectly fine. Now what I'm going to do is with this one, I am using a variegated stamp pad. I'm going to hit my greens, and then let's see here. I hope you can see that. Okay, so, and then before that dries too bad, I'm going to take my pink, because why not? Seems like a pink day. Now they also have pens that you can, if you want like different colors that you can color in. I do not have any of those. I don't have that kind of patience. All right, so I'm going to go in here. I'm just going to smush it down and kind of wiggle it. And voila, we have stamps. Now, what you can do too is you can come in, you can take pencils, you can color them. That pink might have been a little light, and there seemed to have been some black ink on my flowers, but that's okay. It's all good. So that is just a plain silicone stamp. Oh, need to get my rag. Silicone stamp on coffee dyed paper. Okay. So let's get that over here. Easy peasy. Now what color are we going to do our stars? Now what you hear over here, me rattling around, is the ink. I have a container of ink pads. Now, depending on what I'm doing, I'll be honest with you, I just got these, a set of these variegated ink pads in. They're pretty neat. I really kind of like them. It's the first time I've ever really used the variegated. But I'll be honest, I buy a lot of my individual colors like this because I just don't use them a lot, so I don't spend a lot of money on them. And I get those at Temu, not sponsored. I just don't want to spend a lot of money on ink. All right, so we're gonna go. Okay, and I mean, literally, that is all stamping is. Now, again, you can get as fancy. You can build on top of stamps. You can build around stamps. You can do whatever. Oh, let's do a peg stamp on here too. So, again, peg stamp. It's just a little tiny stamp. Let's do something bright. And now you've got some beautiful little flowers down the side of the page. So really that is stamping. Very simple. Anybody can do it. You know, don't be afraid of it. I've been stamping for years. I am far from a pro at it, but I just think it's, of the crafts, it's one of the easiest and most versatile. So with the different stamps, now this is the one that I prefer to use when I am stamping versus this acrylic block, and I will show you why. Let's get us a tag. All right, so we're going to put that there. We're going to put our magnets. Now, I do not know. I am sure they still sell this, but I have not looked. It's called a Precision Press Advanced. I believe the brand is We Are. So it's Precision Press Advanced. And here is what I like about this stamp, about this setup here. So let's just use our flowers we did. I'm just going to lay it on there, and then I'm going to come in and I'm just going to push it down. And I pull it back up. Well, my ink had dried, so okay, let's try that again. All right. So let's just do it like that. Okay, so I ink my stamp. I put it on here, push it down, I pull it up, and oh gosh, I didn't have enough ink on there. Well, with this, what you can do, okay, you can take it and it'll go right back down. Okay. So it still is not where I want it to be as far as the ink. So, oh, we got a puppy visitor. I can go back in here. I can ink it again. And ta-dum! It's exactly like I want it. But we don't have any double lines because it goes right back into where it came out of. So this is this white ink. I had never bought it until recently. I was like, oh, who needs white ink? Well, I do. If you want to know the truth about it, because I do use a lot of dark paper, especially when you're junk journaling. I'll lay that right here. Now, this is not necessary. It is just another way to do that. That keeps me in line, because a lot of times if I'm not paying close enough attention or not doing something, then I don't get enough ink on stuff, and it makes me mad when I have to go back in and I mess everything up because I don't use enough ink. So this is a piece of paper that came out of a magazine. Looks like a pretty cool cruise to be on. But let's say this was a page in my junk journal. I would use, so I can just go in here and let's just say my theme for this page. Oh, not good. Okay, there we go. Always keep a rag handy. I can put different designs on the paper in the dark areas. So let's just say I take this and I can cut this paper right here, and I can make a insert for a pocket, or I can just, you know, glue it down, like trim it up. So I do think that white is very important to have in your arsenal. Like I said, I have these are the Jim Holtz. I have these in several colors. I do not have all of them. I think I have 4. And these are great. And they're great stamps, okay? But in all honesty, I'm not archiving things for 100 years. Now, if you are, if it's something you're passing down, you might want to look into archival ink, you know, just so it does all the archival things that you need it to do. But let's see. Let's try doing, okay, here's just a colored envelope. Let's go back to our flowers, and I'm just using, but when you buy stamps, normally stamps like this, they come in a set. And so you get more than one. I just am using the same one for demonstration purposes. And if you get you some just really, whether, leaves or flowers or, you can get by with just a few. But the great thing about stamps is they can be so versatile depending on your ink. Okay, and then this is just plain old black. And it doesn't matter whether you do this or if you do this, it does not matter. I feel like I can see where I'm inking more so from up here, especially that middle flower. All right, and this is just plain old black. That's plain old black. Again, see what I said about the middle flower? It likes to play hide and seek with me. Okay. Let's see if we can get that one. All right. Now, with your stamps, you can also use embossing ink, where you can do a stamp and then put your embossing use the embossing inking pad. You do it just the same, and then you use your powder embossing, and then you run over it with a heat gun. So like if you wanted these to stand out, I do not do that. I haven't in a long time, and I don't know why, other than it is a lot messy. Not even little. It is a lot messy. So my suggestion is get you some stamps. Get you some stamps. Get you a couple of inks. Or, like I said, you can get a whole set of these from the Temu for not much money. You can get stamps there too. Another good place, thrift stores. Thrift stores are a great place to find them. I think there is a company, yes, Stamping Up. You can find stamps anywhere. But if you're just if you've never been one to stamp, I suggest that you get you one or two, or go to the craft store. A lot of times they just put them in bags and sell them together. Get you, if nothing else, get you one black ink pad and just start stamping. I don't know how many of you are planner people, but planner people, don't worry. There are sets of stamps like this. This is all the holidays. These are all things for a planner. Okay, different symbols. Now you can see they were $3.49. They were $9.99. Sorry about that. And I got them off the clearance rack, so I'm sorry. So whatever you do, look around. Don't be scared to use stamps. They're one of the easiest ways. I mean, you can do scenes like this. You can do numbers. You can do so many, many different versatile things with just one or two stamps. You don't have to have boxes or a million. Now, granted, they are addictive, and you're going to in a few minutes, after a while, you'll be like, oh, I got to have this one. I got to have that one. This particular stamp came in a set like this. And you've seen me in some of my other videos, I use that one and this one, I think. But I really am digging these long ones. So instead of doing the different punch outs like on the edge of pages, I can decorate these top, bottom, side, whatever you want to do. So go out there and get to stamping. I think you'll have a lot of fun. Now, tomorrow's favorite tool is going to be a nipper. Their YouTube channel will be linked down below. The entire schedule will be linked below. And then Wednesday, Above All Journal. Thursday is Bets and Pieces Studio. And then actually Friday, I will be back. The reason I'm back Friday is one of the other ladies that is doing this challenge with us is going out of the country. So we gave her a little reprieve, come back on all these days, go to these other channels and watch this really cool stuff. You are going to see some really, really neat stuff happen. I'm looking forward to it. I want to see what I can pick up. And remember that these tools aren't just for junk journaling. You can use these on anything, anywhere. You know, on your journaling, your planner, your cards. Stamping is huge in the card world if you want to make homemade cards. So go get you a stamp pad and a couple of stamps and get to stamping. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoy January Junk Journal Jam 2024. Check out the other ladies and what they have coming up. You won't regret it. Everybody have a great day, and we'll see you again soon.